The city was open. There was one warrior among the samurai who could have prevented that disaster. A single Orochi, locked in a prison cell for years. That imprisonment was about to come to an end.
We samurai are outnumbered. Each of our warriors must be the match of 10 of our enemies. Each Orochi is a match for 100. Swift, strong, the truest masters of the katana. Their armor, a perfect balance of flexibility and strength. We are the finest warriors the world has ever known.
Home. We samurai lost our true home long ago. Now, to us, that word means something different. We made a new home, but we have to fight to hold it. I wasn't going to be fighting anyone from inside a prison cell. But my friends, my daimyo, saw an opportunity and took it. They're burning the city.
We're leaving. I said we're leaving. Let's go.
We can't.
This is how you ended up here in the first place.
We needed a quick way through. Fire would do it.
Once the bridge gate fell to the war-born raider, the Vikings swarmed into the city. Fortunately for the outnumbered samurai, the barbarians were only seeking plunder. The Orochi that Ayu freed was no ordinary duelist or scout. Had that jail been broken open sooner, the Vikings perhaps would have stayed on that bridge.
Let's blow that gate open. We were badly outnumbered. Fire would even the odds.
Some of the samurai wear sentiment as a shield. Poems and proverbs to reassure and calm such sheep. Yet, true warriors walk among them. They are desperate to be free. How many layers of civilization lie within that city? We ruled it for a time, but those first builders were not our ancestors. Nor were they samurai, or any other living people. Lost to time, those first architects. The Imperial Palace, added atop the city by the second of the new emperors to celebrate his own glory. A scar of indulgence on an otherwise honorable people. The seventh new emperor had a river diverted to pass through the palace. They harnessed its power to automate machinery, carry away waste, and to irrigate their cliff gardens. Ingenious.
It was time to regroup. Find Okuma and Momiji. Let's find Momiji.
Long ago, the samurai arrived in a land already inhabited. They were forced to live where others would not, in the fens and wastelands, and crags, and along...
It wasn't the strangest defense I'd ever taken part in.
You should get more poison traps!
Long ago, the samurai arrived in a land already inhabited. They were forced to live where others would not, in the fens and wastelands and crags. And along the way, they learned to tame the dangers that we were afraid to touch.
Fire and poison and steel. It was working. But we needed to push them back.
A monk once told me that true peace is the product of one's mind and body working in perfect harmony. A battlefield, then, is one of the most peaceful places you can be.
All we had to do was get those gates closed.
To the palace!
What were the Blackstones doing in our city? Knights from the Blackstone Legion. Where's Ayu? The Vikings broke into our city. They didn't know who they served.
Ah, the last few. Daimyo, your emperor is dead. Will you take his place?
Never!
Would you be emperor?
After I kill the rest of them, I'm coming to kill you.
A wolf. Leave the palace to Seijuro. The others can fight for the scraps.
Who do you think you are?
War. I am war. I left 5 daimyo to fight for control of their people. We would see how strong their unity truly was. I gave Seijuro the palace. The other 4 survivors of my test, I left in the swamp. It was the daimyo Ayu who made the first move.
Every army needs warriors whose specialty is victory. Kensei, sword saints, the guardians of our people. Every great ruler since the fall has trained as a sword saint. Every one. And we are formidable. Our armor is the strongest of our people. As is our will. I was the last daimyo set free in the mire.
Happy hunting.
Happy hunting? Apollyon thought we would fight each other to claim the Emperor's power. She was right. Every daimyo who had passed her test was a war criminal. We would tear our people apart. Or I could finish it. Before it had a chance to start.
What the samurai could not admit to themselves was that they were already at war with each other. All I did was show them that fact.
Danja was pious. Piety does not excuse villainy.
You dare disrespect this place?
Apollyon is a demon name. I chose it when I took command of the Blackstones. It means destroyer. Holden's demon name is Asmodai. Recently, he has preferred his given name. Strange. We left 4 daimyo in the swamp. Had they been other than those 4, they would have joined forces and solved their problems. But I had chosen well.
Archers!
Kizan was greedy. He would take more than our people could give.
Our world is filled with buried cities, sunken fortresses, and lost ruins. But in the mire, those crumbled remains are only a few centuries old. Time moves much more quickly there. The waters of the mire rise and fall. Solid ground shifts and moves. Every attempt to build permanent structures there has resulted in disaster.
Dokuja was a coward. He had been given everything. He had never learned compassion.
Like a serpent!
Coward!
Better that than a corpse.
I had done it.
Our Emperor is dead! The Blackstone Legion has done this! Apollyon us to go to war with ourselves! I refuse! We are being forced into a new age.
Vikings.
Apollyon would regret leaving me alive.
I expected the Samurai Civil War to last for years, not days. Nothing unites like a common enemy. The Vikings had not had time to escape the mire with their bounty. That Orochi, Ayu, and their new allies set out to try to stop them.
I followed Apollyon's trail into the mire. I was searching for Ayu. Well, well, well. Do you know where Ayu is?
What impressed me most about the daimyo Ayu was her ruthlessness. Yet, she lies to herself about her reasons for what she did. I believe it was unimaginable to her that she simply wanted power.
Hope Ayu is still alive.
Death waits for us at the end of every road. Somewhere out there, each person has an enemy who will bring about their end. A warrior does not let that knowledge interfere with their duty. The Dawn Empire is vast. Any untamed lands the Knights abandoned, any secluded region the Vikings could not reach, there you will find samurai. They are persistent. I offered the Emperor's throne to 20 daimyo. 5 proved willing to say they would take it to an enemy they knew was untrustworthy. 5 liars. 5 cowards. I had been hoping for more. The samurai are so few. They live under the constant threat of extinction. Each warrior has to be the equal of 10 of ours or more if they are to survive.
These Vikings need to be taught a lesson.
Their line! Oh! We're beating them! Nicely done! Death than they deserve! Like that!
A lot of dead daimyo around here.
That was stopping a civil war.
Guess the Emperor was wrong about you.
Our neighbors are persistent.
That they are.
Secure the dock. We'll meet you there.
The trees of the mire had witnessed 7 wars among the samurai fought, just in the 20 years that I had been rising among the Blackstones. So much for unity.
Secure the dock, she says. Like it's that easy. I was hoping to catch the Vikings before they left with their plunder.
I hate Vikings.
Archers!
Delay that order. We have more pressing matters.
Seijuro.
Napoleon gave him the palace.
It will take more than a palace to rule our people.
We will remove the pretender to the Emperor's throne.
Within a month, Ayu brought her newly reunited army to the front door of the Emperor's palace. Now there were only 2 daimyo left, she and Seijuro. But it was that Orochi who would determine the course of history.
The Imperial Palace. A fortress within a fortress.
Seijuro! Our people bleed! Put down your weapons!
Then end this, and kneel before me.
Seijuro wasn't giving up, and he had strong warriors at his side. But we had numbers. We just needed a way in. I hadn't been inside the palace in 3 years. Not since the Emperor had ordered me imprisoned.
There are several ways to break a siege. By shattering the gate, by storming the walls, by starving them out, or by knowing a secret way in and having the right kind of warrior to use it. Seijuro accepted my offer. The palace was his, and at least 50 of the greatest warriors the samurai chose to fight beside him. They were few, but they were mighty.
Paper walls. No match for steel.
Only the most devoted warriors had answered Seijuro's call. At a word, they were prepared to die for their warlord. There it is, the price of unity. I had looked into Seijuro's eyes. He was unapologetic in his desire for power. Other daimyo saw this as a flaw. Other daimyo are rotting corpses. The city of the samurai stands on a high mesa, surrounded by forest. It is one of the most secure fortresses in the land. It has been twice destroyed by fire, and at least 6 times by civil war. But never by invaders.
Seijuro had the best fighters with him. We would need that strength.
I wish that I had been there that day. To see the daimyo Ayu and her army lay siege to their own palace. I only wish it had taken longer. The Dawn Empire stretches far to the east. Their capital is here, yet it was not always. For many generations, their emperor lived elsewhere. He was driven here, I think. I would like to know by what.
Only the best for the Emperor.
Our army is on the other side.
I don't think that's a very good idea.
I needed a way to get the gate open. I had an elephant. I needed a way to get the gate open. I had an elephant.
You are outnumbered! Put down your swords!
Find Seijuro!
We will not be stopped! Seijuro can't be far!
Few fortresses are better prepared to withstand a siege than that place. My own Blackstone fortress could not hope to endure for a tenth of the time. The 10th Emperor.
Too many warriors were dying. We needed to find Seijuro.
The 10th Emperor. A brutal warlord. One of the few worthy of respect.
Seijuro had to be nearby.
In there.
There had been so much killing, but we were not enemies.
Execute me! I will be remembered as the greatest warrior our people have ever seen. These warriors won't follow anyone else.
You will be forgotten. The Emperor's champion will defeat you.
The Emperor's champion is rotting in a cell in the lower city. It's you.
The champion.
That betrayer! Hero, more like.
Seijuro was one of the greatest warriors of our people, and I had been sitting in jail for 3 years.
What are you waiting for?
We need Commander Seijuro.
You dishonor me.
We need you. You are a great warrior.
I won't serve beneath you.
Then slay me. Take my place. Command our armies.
You've gone mad.
Apollyon did this to us. Not Seijuro. I will not fight the Legion's war for them!
The Emperor's champion. Heading our armies again.
I'm going to Ashfeld. Our enemy is there.
Before the Emperor's champion led Ayu's army into Ashfeld, they came here on a scouting mission. They would need to find safe passage for their army to my fortress. But Ashfeld has changed.
Apollyon had been as generous to her own people as she had been to ours. We needed to understand what was happening in Ashfeld. So we explored.
Ashfeld liked to remind us of her catastrophic past. Occasionally the ground would shake and a new fire pit would appear. A warning that what had happened once can happen again. The samurai were coming. The citizens of Ashfeld had long left the wilderness for the safety of my walls. For we are their protectors, are we not? The Iron Legion lands to the south were more stable than ours. Peaceful. Ashfeld itself fought against stability. And we are all reflections of our homes.
I needed to find Momiji and finish our scouting mission.
Since the war with the Vikings, the Blackstone Legion had put down 7 rebellions. Martial law was the only law our people understood. By the time the samurai came to Ashfeld, the other legions were gone. Yet, the Iron Commanders continued to send us reinforcements and material. We were grateful, even if they are misguided. The ruins outside the Blackstone Fortress were fought over again and again. Gangs of thugs, highwaymen, toughs, fighting for every last scrap. Fertile soil for my legion.
The castle wasn't as abandoned as we had thought. Our quiet scouting mission had taken a very loud turn. Perhaps antagonizing the knights had been a mistake.
押して参る。
Unorganized.
I saw a warden. Leading a group of knights away from the fortress. We should follow them.
Apollyon's borders were open. Who had done this? I know that one. Warden.
Are they rebelling? Can they do that? I think we should leave.
Why? It was time to go.
Many of the structures in Ashfeld have long ago collapsed. But there are still places where you can see the grandness of the ancients, almost intact. Places that have stood for over 1,000 years.
We're pushing them back!
Even after fire rained from the sky, even after the rivers turned to acid, even after the earth broke open and the seas churned, even after all that, life persists. Existence is battle. To breathe is to fight. Lakes of acid still linger in Ashfeld. Once, this whole place was nothing more than a scar. We all know now which rivers are clean, and which can kill. The old cathedral in the plains outside the Blackstone Fortress was once a part of a larger city. Everything else is gone now, sunken into the earth. Only the one building, a bridge, and other bits and pieces remain. The ancient bridge at the old cathedral is tattered. One day, soon, I think it will fall. Join so many other structures like it.
We are not your enemy, champion.
You executed the Imperial family.
We are no longer Blackstones. No! This is my fight! I was right. You are the Emperor's champion. Your army will find the path to the Blackstone Fortress clear. Good luck.
I had taken my measure of that, Warden. Once you cross swords with someone, you know their heart.
All the lands are awash with Viking looters. Our own legions war against one another. And now, the Emperor's champion knocks at my door with an army. This will be a day for wolves.
Reinforcements!
Do not lose this courtyard.
The samurai have breached the second gate! Here they come! Master! Iron Legion! Outside our walls!
There you are. And what are you doing, Holden? At last. Move! Hold the samurai. I'll deal with the Iron Legion.
The fortress of the Blackstone Legion. The gates had fallen. The escape tunnels were all blocked. We had them. The catapults were on the upper level. Destroying their catapults was our first priority.
I pit the Vikings against each other, and the samurai. Of course, I did the same to my own people. Ashfeld has become a place where no dishonesty can endure. All here know their place. All here understand their nature. Predator or prey. The samurai have struck at my home for weeks. Now, they have cracked open the gate. I hope they burn in the very fires they have lit. The Blackstone Fortress. I took it from a petty lord, one of the last leaders in Ashfeld who dared call himself noble. Now, only warriors rule here.
No superes! Got one.
My war has come home at last. I will not flee from it. I will win. I have defended the lower tiers. Now I have been forced back into the upper level. The escape passages are all blocked. I had them sealed long ago. We will win or die.
That's what I'm talking about! Shut down. Time to rejoin the others.
I do not envy the meek and helpless common folk. They live a life of fear. They cannot defend themselves. They cannot be blamed for being what they are. But neither should they be allowed to deny it.
I know that night.
This place is called the Shard. It appears to be a castle on a hill, but I have been in its depths. It is a castle built on a castle, built on a castle. I have yet to find its bottom.
Apollyon was back there somewhere. She would not escape me. We needed to block the entrances, to cut off their reinforcements.
Archers, fire!
We'd taken the fortress. Now, Okuma and I would start hunting. Okuma!
Right, sure, why not?
All that was left was up. I needed to buy Okuma time.
Arrows! Lift faster!
I got it! Orochi, go! Go. You've got this.
I couldn't risk Apollyon escaping. I had to find her.
My castle is vast. It has had many owners. Each legion in turn redecorated to suit their own fashion. I prefer to leave their decorations intact. After all, they are no more. Their symbols are now trophies of my kills. that we destroy. I keep mementos. I have hundreds.
I could hear knights killing knights. There.
Finally, the Dawn Empire have arrived.
Yield! Face justice!
I'll pass.
I had found her. Now I needed to survive.
You are the first samurai to reach this place. Congratulations! Come.
Her skill was greater than mine. I would have to reseat myself.
Death waits for us all. A warrior is someone who does not let that stop them from doing what must be done. Come, warrior.
It would be the end.
Only sheep pray for peace, warrior.
It's over. We will have peace.
Peace. So, what happens now? You all just go home? You came into my home. And you brought your armies. What did you think would happen? Peace? That isn't how the world works. Don't speak to me of your virtues. Duty. Kinship. Honor. You've forgotten what you are.
You want war. Only war.
All I want is for you to admit what you are. All of you. My wolves.
You know the rest.
7 more years of bloody war.
Apollyon played us all. One against the other. For what?
To weed out the weak.
Why did you call us here, Cross?
I didn't. I was sent by the new Lord Warden. To make amends.
How dare you! Thousands of my people dead!
Well, here's your chance for vengeance.
We've shared our stories, like your Lord Warden requested. Now, why are we here?
Peace.
Peace.
Even if it were possible, we're no peacemakers.
Is it an unworthy goal?
Well, no, but... Is this how it starts?
It would have to start with us.
We will die in this attempt. You know that.
But it would make a worthy tale.